Hey there, YouTube fans. This is the Creepy Doll Man back with an all new episode. It is October the 16th, 2017. Time is 2:13 a.m. We're back, but I come back to bring back a topic. I'm bringing back this doll. You remember this doll from my episodes before. I brought her back for one reason. This is the Cheyenne The Haunted Doll. To show you that this doll is pretty old. That's why I wanted to show. See if you can see underneath their hair. Now this is old Chinese writing. I don't know if you can see it real good. It is sort of old Chinese writing. You can't see it real good, but I have it written down. This is what it is. More like Asian Chinese writing. The light might be a problem. You know, if I have a better light, it would matter. I guess I got too much gleam off the light. Let me see if I can use a flashlight to try to take the gleam off it. I don't look like it's going to help either. That's not going to help. Unless I can't help it because in here it's kind of dull. But in here, this doll is pretty old. I have it translated. If you can't see it real good on the back. This is what the translation is, and they don't use this writing no more. This is sort of ancient Chinese writing. It's been on the doll since I had it. That's how many it was limited to. There's probably more of them made. I would say probably 8,000 of these dolls made. But they're a limit. It was done in China. I don't know, it was a forgery, and you can tell this is Cheyenne. Now this is a pretty old doll. Now, there is another company that had made this doll again. Meaning, you know, the doll has been recreated. But the problem is, mine's is slightly different. There is another version of this doll out. I will not lie. There are two. This one is, I would believe, the original. Why? Because they made an older look. It's sort of, she has like a facial expression where she's making a face. Now, up in here, they removed these lines when they went back and redid this whole doll again. So this one is probably actually the original. Her hair is a little bit messy. There's nothing I can do about that. But this is the original doll. Now, as you can see, she always blush. I don't know why that's happening. She does it every time. She will blush when you take her picture, and she'll blush when you put the cam in her face. This is the same doll that people wouldn't believe is my doll, but when you get up close to her face, you see that she doesn't blush real well. Not too well, but when you get away from her, she starts to get a little bit more redder. It probably has something to do with maybe the cam or the video cam as well, but she blushes every time, like she's alive. Plus, I've seen her change facial expressions a lot, like a frown on her face, this real mean look on her face, as well as a smile on her face. So she had done a lot of facial changes before. Now, the reason why I want to show this is because this is a very old doll. And the writing is very old, it's Asian. I had it translated. It came from China somewhere. Now, I don't know what part of China it came from, but it came from a certain part of China. And she's been over here. She came over here. I don't know if she came over here illegally or somebody, bought her and brought her to the United States when they moved here from China. But it's a pretty old doll. I had this doll for a very short time. Remember, I told you that Sissy gave it to me before she passed away. I'm showing everybody the fact that's how old the doll is. I'll determine she was the first one to come out because there's a second version of this doll out. It's a much younger version. You will not see these little lines around the mouth area right here. These two little lines on each side of the face of the mouth. The newer version has these out of the ordeal. You will not see these on the newer version. These four little lines are not in the mouth area, underneath the mouth. Or I should say above the mouth where she's making a face. There's another version out there. This has got to be the original doll that came out first. Now, a lot of people may have this doll. I may not be the only one, but there's several, probably several out there. I would say there's 80, probably 800,000 of them made. Maybe over that. This doll exists for a reason. And there's not very many of them out there. Plus you can tell mine's from the other ones. I handmade her a chain for this. Like I said, my real one has a custom chain. I handmade that chain off a broken piece of chain I had. I decided to put a cross on her. You won't get another one like that. I mean, you can try to forge my duplicate, but it'd be kind of hard to get this little piece. The cross is the hardest thing to get. And that's such a tiny ordeal. But like I said, this is what it says on the back of her head. And if you see that, that's my original doll. I had to write and translate it. It didn't make sense. Someone translated for me in Chinese. A friend of mine that went to the church, he had a friend of his translate it for him back to me, and he says it's called Ann Wheat, so I don't know what that means. It might be the name of the store that this doll was either sold to for the company's name or something else. There you have it, Cheyenne the Haunted Doll. And this is the original Cheyenne. This is not a fake Cheyenne doll. This is the real one. Mine's had the Asian Chinese writing on it, so you can tell mine's from the fakers out there. And there's more of them out there with that same logo. They're probably, who knows if they're still, survive, meaning in one piece, but mine's is still in one piece, so even though the hair is all messed up, doesn't mean it's still in one piece. So mine's is still here intact. So there's a creepy doll man stating, if you like these episodes, you'll check out the next one. I'm leaking it out now. I'm going to go ahead and leak it out because I'm going to make up for an episode that I lost. We're going to title this one today. It's going to be bringing back the point of this doll and in all the events that has happened to the creepy doll man. It is going to be leaked out now. It's going to be titled The Real Creepy Doll. Yeah, the real creepy doll man from Louisville, Kentucky. It's coming up next. And check that one out next. Because I'm going to go back to her and revisit her and talk about the other dolls as well and my experience, what happened to me with this doll. There's a creepy doll man saying, please subscribe to all my videos and please check them all out. And this is Creepy Doll Man saying goodbye and God bless you all.